Hello and welcome to Ready Set Demo from Elizabeth's Craft Room. Firstly, Happy New Year if you happen to be watching this at launch. It's January 2020 and wishing you and yours a happy and healthy 2020 ahead. So what I'm talking about today is my brand new technique class featuring one of our carry-over products. I am really excited to see that this is carrying over. This is the Shimmery Crystal Effects. Now, the 12 techniques that comprise this online class are ready for you to teach to your customers or to learn for yourself. There are, say, 12 different techniques, and there's lots of different ways that you can incorporate these into your business. I'll be giving you a couple of tips of that right at the end of this video if you want to watch through to the end, but I'm also including some more of them in our in the class in the main tips video. So if you haven't done one of my technique classes before, just to show you, they are designed to fit into our memories and more folders. I've been doing these now for a few years, and I have to say this is the first time I have now exceeded one memories and more folder. So the new class is in my brand new new folder. Whether you are coming to this having done the previous classes or whether this is your first class, they work as a standalone class. So you can just go for these 12 techniques, or of course you can collect them so that you have all the techniques available. So what is included in the class? Well, we have 12 new techniques, as I say, using the Shimmery Crystal Effects. This also works with the original Crystal Effects. So if that, fingers crossed, returns to our catalogue, you'll be able to use it with both of those things in the future. There is a step-by-step video for every single technique, and there is also a printable. The printables look like these. They are done on A4 and US letter sheets, so wherever you are in the world you can print those out, hopefully with all the right language corrections as how we spell favourite and colour. You can print those out. Now we've got the 1 to 12 on 2 sheets for you to use for yourself. If you're teaching especially a larger class, I've also configured them so that you can print off 9 of the same technique at the same time. So also depending on how you're teaching this, you might just want one technique a month. So they're also configured so you can print those off. They are logo free, so there is nothing on there that refers to Ready Set Demo or Elizabeth's Craft Room. So you can add your own logos, and they're fully editable. So also if something is said not quite in the way that you would describe it, you can just type over. So they're fully editable in Word or any other editing software. So we have, I said, a step-by-step video we're going to have for each and every technique. We've got a printable index sheet as well that goes at the front of your Memories and More book, if that's how you're storing these. It does not have to be in Memories and More. It's a great way to do it. But there are also, you will also get a video showing how to set up as Memories and More. And then if you're not doing that, it also says in the video some other ways that you can set up and keep your index cards, basically, of all the different techniques. What else do I need to tell you? I'm looking at my list down here so I don't forget. There's a printable layout example. This isn't really for you to print out the techniques, but just to see how they lay out within the Memories and More folder, just so you can see what goes into what pockets. Just speeds things up for you, and also if you're doing it in a class situation, you can stick that out and show it. So I mentioned there's also a hints and tips video. This has got 2 sort of elements to it. The first is just basically going through the product, Shimmery Crystal Effects, telling you some information about how to use it in class, drying times, sort of addressing some of that kind of thing as well. Also in there, I've included ways to use this technique and other technique classes that you have to grow your business, different ways that you can use these to grow your business. So do you want to buy this class? If you do, I've kept it very affordable. The price is just £10, which I think at the moment is around about 12 to 13 US dollars, depending on PayPal's actual conversion rate as we speak today. If you order, all you need to do is click the link below. If you're watching on YouTube, it'll send you back to Ready Set Demo. If you're watching within Ready Set Demo, just have a little look down below and you'll see a click to buy. You can buy securely and I will email all the files to you straight back. My little caveat is that if you're ordering from Australia or another part of the world, I may be asleep, so give me an hour or two till I wake up. But as soon as I see your order come through, I will send the files back out so you can play with those ideas straight away. I did say that I would say at the end of, give you a couple of ideas right at the end of this video about how to use these goodies within your business. My favourite one is as a technique class. This, without doubt, is the thing that has enabled me to build my business. I'm just going to do my own little toot here. Yay! I got to number 7 in the UK sales this year, in a tricky year for anyone who's been in the EU particularly. So I'm really proud of that. But what I would credit that with is doing with product classes. So how would I run this as a with product class? Well, goes without saying, I would include one or maybe two tubes of the shimmery crystal effects, because once people use it, they're going to want to use it more. I would also consider including a silicone mat if people don't have one, because that is you'll see in the videos I've used this several times for various techniques within it. So a silicone mat is a good one. And also you could include a stamp set. Now, it doesn't matter which stamp set in a way you choose. This one does lend itself quite nicely. This is Dress to Impress. But really, whatever stamp set you like that you think works with those techniques, you can include that. One thing that I have done is if I include a stamp set that has a bundle option, then I offer it as an optional upgrade. That means it doesn't rule out, price anybody out of the market. They can still come if they can just afford the class to include the stamp set. But I do find that most people will say, go on then, I'll have the full bundle. So it's definitely worth considering something that comes with a bundle to include in a with product class. Of course, also you can use the techniques just in a regular class or in a party if you can get one, or just sort of sharing with your customers. Pick a technique, pick a stamp set or something else that you want to show and put those two things together. It's a really great option. So thanks for visiting Ready Set Demo from Elizabeth's Craft Room today. If you have any questions and want to get hold of me, you can email me at liz.shannon@icloud.com. So email me there if you've got any questions, or just go ahead and order the class. There are lots of other technique classes, as I say, so if you think shimmery crystal effects is not for you, go back and see what else I've got. Everything that I did at the time of filming included the products that were currently available then. But most things can be done with a different stamp set, for example. So, you know, even if it's something that has got a retired stamp set in it, doesn't mean the technique doesn't work. So again, contact me if you've got any questions, and wishing you once again, if you're watching this at launch, a happy 2020.